Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mythlok, the gateway to the mythological realms of the world. This is your host Nitin Nair, and today we journey into the glowing heart of Philippine mythology to meet Adlaw, the divine embodiment of the sun. A figure revered across the Visayan Islands, Adlaw is not just a celestial presence, but a powerful reminder of how nature, culture, and belief were once seamlessly interwoven. Let's begin our exploration. In pre-colonial Philippines, life pulsed in rhythm with the sun. Communities rose with it, it toiled beneath its rays, and rested as it dipped below the horizon. Adlaw to the Visayans and other ethno-linguistic groups was not simply a distant star. He was a being, alive, divine, aware. His light was life. His absence was mystery. Among the Visayans, Adlaw stood as one of the primary celestial deities, part of a larger pantheon that reflected the order of the cosmos. His very presence embodied structure, day and night, seasons and cycles, birth and renewal. The sun's path through the sky was not just astronomy, it was Adlaw's journey, a daily act of devotion to the world he nourished. Elsewhere in the archipelago, especially among the Tagalog people, he was known as Araw, a word still used today in everyday language to describe the sun. It is one of the few direct linguistic links to the ancient spiritual worldview that remains woven into the modern Filipino identity. Adlaw is imagined as breathtaking and brilliant. His body aglow with golden fire, his hair like threads of flame. His eyes, it said, mirror the sun at its zenith, dazzling, unrelenting, omnipresent. Tall, regal, and cloaked in radiant garments that shimmer like molten gold, he commands attention and reverence. Some tales speak of him riding a chariot across the sky, pulled by mythical beasts or spirits of fire, much like solar gods in other parts of the world. In these stories, his daily voyage brings light to the world and ensures the rotation of time itself. In others, Adlaw is adorned with a crown of light or a headdress etched with symbols of the cosmos, sunbursts, rays, and spirals representing the eternal cycle of life. Before we continue our journey, I'd like to invite you to like this video, subscribe to the Mythlok channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming explorations into the world's great mythologies. If you prefer shorter snippets, I suggest you subscribe to the Mythlok WhatsApp channel, the Substack channel, and Medium, where you will have access to small bite-sized information on mythology without the in-depth analysis that's available on our website. Your support helps us keep these stories alive, stories that connect us to the wisdom of our ancestors and the beauty of cultures around the globe. Adlaw's story doesn't exist in isolation. He is part of a larger celestial family, one that represents the harmony of heavens. He is frequently described as the son of Bathala, the supreme deity of the Tagalog people. Bathala, as the god of all gods, fathered the elements that shaped the universe. In some regional traditions, Adlaw's mother is believed to be Malakas, the goddess of the earth, or Maganda, a deity of the sea, bringing together land, sea, and sky in his divine lineage. Among his most well-known siblings is Bulan, the moon goddess, whose soft luminescence provides balance to Adlaw's intensity. Their duality represents the eternal dance between day and night, light and dark, masculine and feminine. There is also Tala, the goddess of the morning star, and Bitun, the stars that light the heavens at night. This divine constellation is not random. It mirrors how early Filipinos understood their world, in patterns, in balance, in relationships that mirrored both family and nature. As the deity of the sun, Adlaw commands immense power. He governs the flow of time, ushers in the morning, and closes the curtain of a dusk. His light nurtures crops, brings warmth to the land, and keeps cycles of agriculture in motion. But his power is not merely physical, it is symbolic. His light was seen as a purifier, capable of dispelling evil, illness, and ignorance. In traditional healing practices, the sun's rays were believed to carry restorative energy. Some rituals involved offerings made at dawn facing east, with the belief that Adlaw would hear prayers as he began his journey across the sky. Farmers once prayed to him for abundant harvests. Sailors watched the skies for his mood. Elders told stories of how his absence or anger could bring drought and hardship. In all his forms, Adlaw remained a force of both benevolence and discipline. Even today, Adlaw's legacy endures. He lives in the very name Filipinos use for the sun, Araw. He is immortalized on the Philippine national flag, where a golden sun beams across the red, white, and blue, a symbol of freedom, sovereignty, and enlightenment. He continues to inspire artists, writers, and filmmakers who reinterpret his story through modern lenses, sometimes as a metaphor for resistance, sometimes as a guiding force in tales of identity, and often as a protector in fantasy epics inspired by Filipino myth. His figure appears in vibrant murals, intricate weavings, and ceremonial garments. Festivals celebrating the sun cycles like the Kadawayan festival in Davao or the Pahiyas festival in Lukban may not explicitly name him, but they echo his spirit, gratitude for abundance, celebration of light, and the joy of seasonal rhythms. Adlaw, it seems, never truly left. He simply evolved with his people. As we bask in the final light of today's story, consider this. What ancient wisdom lies hidden in our everyday routines, like waking with the sun or following its arc across the sky? In a world of artificial light and digital time, how often do we stop and acknowledge the forces that sustained civilizations long before electricity? Could re-engaging with nature through myth help us rediscover balance in our own lives? Adlaw is not merely a god of the past. He is a reflection of our connection to light, to cycles, and the enduring power of belief. This is your host Nitin Nair, reminding you to stay curious and stay mythical.